Hello, my name is Jared, and welcome to Frontier Skies. It is a D&D 5e game, and before you decide to click off because it's 5e, this is a heavily homebrewed game that after a bit you'll realize might as well be a different game. 5e is only really being used here as a base. The setting is that of a sci-fi space western, think Firefly or Borderlands, but with fantasy races and creatures. Which, yes, means guns. This is meant to be something of a comedy, but that doesn't mean it won't touch serious topics. This is a game with 3 players, Steph as Barbara the Orc Siren, Chris as Smudge the Kobold Rogue Fighter, Sam as Alex the Sword Singer Wizard, and me as the DM. And that's important. This is a game that me and my friends play. This is just us playing our game as we normally would. There is nothing special about these recordings. The video format of these may have some visual jokes, but they are mostly audio, with as little editing as I can reasonably get away with. Because of that, if these chaotic little fucks feel like going for a 3-hour shopping spree, then we're going to do that. I'll mark such episodes as such so you can skip them if you want. So, this isn't some high-intensity game. We aren't professional gamers or voice actors. We aren't even really content creators. We are just a handful of friends hanging out and having fun. This is the most natural game that you can stumble across. Steph might be making brownies or something in the background. Who knows? So, if you end up liking this, then give me some motivation to continue. I don't know, clicking the like button. So, without further ado, let's get to the game.
So, let us begin. I have a whole cutscene for you guys. So, all of you, kind of, your eyes open up to the sound of a trumpet. It sounds more like somebody strangling a cat while a parrot tries to choke it with a peanut, but it is a trumpet.
I can't picture that.
But you see, it looks like a pod surrounding you guys. Your own individual pods. You can't see each other, so you have no idea what is happening. But there's somebody standing outside of the pod with a trumpet in their hands. They have a long trench coat that is gray with red trim. And they say, "Oh, good, you're awake now." And he says, "Sorry about the trumpet," and tosses it off to the side, and it makes a large clattering sound as it disappears out of sight. And he says, "So, I am the one who hired you guys. Just before we get started on anything else, and before I let you loose onto your job, we just need to do some medical checks, make sure that everything is up to snuff and that you guys are qualified and ready. So, if you can, just fill out the sheets that's on the screen in front of you, and we'll let you loose." And with that, a little screen kind of lowers itself in front of you guys, and it pops up with like little medical, a medical, I guess, resume. I don't know what the word is.
Medical record? Or like, no?
Yeah.
Questionnaire.
Questionnaire. Whatever it is, it sits there, and you guys go into character creation.
See, look, I've got too many dice!
I feel obliged to point out that I can't do my character creation in character, because then it would be illegible.
So he's the doctor. No.
Chris, I would like to point out your other character sheet that is already illegible.
That's legible.
No, it's not. It is legible to only you.
Oh, look at the shinies! Fucking, it got me so excited.
So, Go ahead and let us roll your stats. So, what is your character?
It is presently a rogue. A kobold rogue.
Named.
Redacted.
It refused to be inputted.
Would you prefer Smudge?
I love Smudge. Oh my god, that's such a good name.
Actually, that is a good name.
Yeah.
Kobold. Smudge is a good name.
It's actually a good name. Good
When
news,
you're-
guys. We have the name now.
When you make a joke about your character name and you're like, oh wait, actually.
We might as well. We've already got Babs Ross.
Rossi.
Rossi.
There we go.
My name, like my life, is a joke.
What's your character's name?
Alex.
The only
Well,
person.
Her name is Alexandrite, but she will she will introduce herself and write it down as Alex.
Okay.
My character has a real name.
Yes, your
Barbara.
Yours is a real name,
Yeah.
but it's still a joke.
It has a joke in it.
Yeah.
It's meant
Can I
to.
borrow a marker?
Of course.
Thank you. All of mine are shit.
So, you all punch in your medical data. A small medical history form checklist.
300 years.
There's the whole thing asking you, like, do you have any health conditions?
No.
Does it say anything about age? How old are you guys?
Yeah,
11 days.
It does have something about age.
300 years.
That is not how that works.
Redacted. I haven't picked an age yet.
I have.
With everything that happened. Oh god.
Orcs join the military at 16.
Okay.
I think it was
So
the
probably
previous
20.
10 years of their life.
They train to join the military. It's probably 20 when.
They also have some of the best
Reassigned.
training, so it's like a year.
Yeah, so 16 to 17 training. Probably 3 years actually serving. And then reassigned for, what, 2, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
16, 20, 22,
Oh, what have I done? Oh, shit.
23?
Everything's...
Plus, how long have you been on the run?
That's what I was thinking, like 23.
Okay.
I'll put her at 20, 24. Feels good.
2000.
Oh, that's the same!
Really?
Yeah! Because she's basically got a master's degree, so I couldn't make her too young, but she's also had
How
nothing
tall are
else
you?
to do.
How tall are you?
I think 5'6", 5'7".
Probably some fairly good.
God,
females.
we are so repeating.
I'm not that small!
Yeah, but I'm 6'5", so everything is small comparatively.
It's more da. How tall are you?
There's a.
211.
2'11"?
It's-
Frick! You're
it's-
like
I'm
our knee
This
height.
tall, this tall, this tall.
I'm less than half your height and less than half your age.
How old
Are you 12?
11.
What the?
11 years.
No, it's pretty good for a kobold.
Yeah.
Especially one that had your background. Especially your character.
You were the trap setter in the dungeon, essentially. In a PvP dungeon. That's what this is.
Yep.
Comprehend language is a ritual, right?
I
Actually,
believe so.
Probably.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
right?
So,
Yeah, it does.
medical data
Still
is
there.
entered. Little tablet screen goes up. And you see the guy standing there. He's got something out and he's like playing with it. Looks like it's another kind of like screen device. Then he kind of like looks over and is like, oh! And puts it away and he's like, so, if everything's ready, He kind of like takes out a different device and looks at it and goes, all right, good. Anyway, you can all call me Ulysses. I am your sponsor, you could say. I'm the man who hired you. Now I understand that knocking you out and putting you in tubes is not the greatest way of starting out a job. But I had to do so because I don't think you would have taken this job otherwise.
So when you say hired, you mean kidnapped?
I mean, you all volunteered for the job, but I didn't really give a description of what that job was. So, you know, that's a thing.
Wait, so how are we spelling his name?
Ulysses.
Because
Is
I
that
was
right?
going off on something else.
I think that's actually how you spell Ulysses.
How do you spell sponsor?
Sponsor.
Kidnapper.
S-O-N? Instead of R-E-R? Oh, S-O-R. I think. Instead of the sponsor. That sounds right.
You were close though.
He continues and says, anyway, the job description, as you probably remember, does say that there is going to be some hazards to it, some danger, which is why you...
Like getting kidnapped?
I mean, yes, but no. Those hazards, I selected you out of a bunch of different applicants because of your particular skills. Yours being ex-military, yours being mechanical. And yours for your ability to, well, hopefully handle people. I don't actually know if you're good with people, so...
We'll find out.
Yes, we will.
Can I insight check this guy?
Yes, sure.
I just want to know if he's like... Did he actually get a lot of applicants and we're the best of the best?
You can go ahead and insight him.
Can I locate everything he has that isn't nailed down?
10.
10. You can see that he's got a little bit of... There's just a little bit of, like, crazy in his eyes. He's got a, like, this look about him that's, like, he's been doing this for way too much and way too long.
Kidnapping people?
No, just, like, being around. Like, he's got, like, the insanity that you would expect from, like...
A Call of Cthulhu character?
No, from, like, a guy, like, that's probably, like, 6 times his age.
Why did you shut the curtains? That's not relevant to the game. I'm sorry. I just realized they were shut.
Anyway, but as far as you can tell, that, yeah, he had quite a few applicants. And he says, I chose you specifically not because you were necessarily the best or most experienced, but because
Rude.
you also weren't absolutely psychotic, as far as your psych reports could tell. Yes, you do. Made by me.
Well, this is quite the psych report, I am guessing.
Well, not made by me, made by my employees.
Can we see anything else, like, other than him? Like, what's the...
No, it's the
What
rotary.
you are looking at, it looks like he is standing on a catwalk in front of you. You know what kind of catwalk I'm talking about.
I didn't even say anything.
You know, it has the little railings along it and like the graded floor. And you can see that there's like some, what looks like engines maybe behind him. Besides that, you can't really tell where you guys are. It looks kind of like a loading area for the pods, basically, or like a storage area for the pods. But just beyond that, you're like, that's pretty much all you can see around of the area besides what you guys are sitting in.
Yeah.
He says, like, I had applicants for mercenaries and criminals, other criminals. Also applicants who are just like office workers. Don't know why. Maybe they were looking for... You know what? Never mind. It's not important. Anyway.
They were keen to be kidnapped away from their boring office working jobs.
Maybe. So, here is your actual job. And you still have the right to refuse, but understand that I'm going to be knocking you out again and then dropping you off where I picked you up. So, I recently had an employee of mine named Soho MacGuffin. Steal a very valuable piece from me. You could call it a bit of a treasure of mine.
A MacGuffin? Out of character.
He has taken it. It has no real market value to it, but it has a lot of value to me.
Yeah, sentimentality.
Yes, sentimentality. And I require it back. He took a lot of other employees of mine with him, most of them security, and ran off with the item. I need you to get it back from him. Now, I have tracked him down to a particular planet, and that, however, the tracking devices I put on everybody is gone dead.
Can I get a vibe off this guy? Can I vibe check him?
Sure, it's an insight.
Yeah. Just like,
It's performance.
he seems, you know... Oh, that is a good number. I can't find anything now. It's not my normal character sheet. It's a 21.
He is...
Not the vibe?
When he speaks of the item, it definitely seems like he's not giving you everything about what it is or what its actual value is. But it also seems like he's a little afraid or scared of the fact that this former employee has this item. And he is kind of like being... He's holding things back, is what you can gather, especially about the item and its value.
Okay. Do I get anything on, like, his intentions, or, like, anything like he's...
His intentions are...
Does he make me feel icky?
No.
He's not to vibe.
He makes you feel like... that kind of... like, it gives you the sense of... Yeah, there's something up with this guy, but, like, he's got good intentions, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So naturally, he's just gonna wait here.
Yeah. He says, I would try and hunt him down myself, but there are reasons why I don't. And, well, let's just say it has more to do with a philosophy. Anyway, I've hired you bunch because I needed somebody who was not an employee of mine to do this. Because I don't know exactly who I can trust at this point.
Definitely the randos you kidnapped.
Well, I mean, I'm going to pay you a lot of money for this. Like a lot of money. It's probably also why I got a lot of office workers. And pay was on there. Anyway, just to make sure that you understand that I am being genuine with this, and he kind of takes a device and he kind of taps on it, and then you guys see in the corner, like, your eyes, something pop up and says, plus 100 credits. He's like, oh, yes, by the way, I did install a HUD feature on all of you.
Do we also have that tracking device as well?
Yes.
Do we still have all our organs?
Yes, and you might have extras.
Who's the lucky
Which
one?
ones?
As well, I also did give you guys a mind jack capabilities. So things when adrenaline enters your bloodstream, time should feel like it's slowing down for you.
It's a really good way to explain that.
Just as a note. Just so you don't panic when it happens. Also,
If we could panic so much more in the same amount of time.
now, for your sake, if there's any questions you have for me, please ask them now.
What does the treasure look like? Will it be obvious? Like, I think we need a little bit more about it to...
Yes. I will have Penelope, my AI, send you a picture of Soho and a picture of the treasure that you need to get. And he kind of like looks up and is like, Penelope! And she's like, I'm on it. And you guys get like a, you have mail pop up.
Oh, that needs to be turned off.
Can we send mail to other people in battle?
Spam!
I want to
spam!
spam my enemies.
Send them a chain mail.
That's called overloading.
So we can. Fantastic.
Send this to 15 people by the end of the day, or
Or I'll put a bullet through your head.
you'll mysteriously die.
And he says, so you will
Gun
know
cocks.
what it looks like. However, I would say that, yes, you should know exactly what it is when you see it. Note that the reception on this planet is pretty bad, so I might not be able to get in contact with you right away, so just know that. This is a backwater fucking planet. God damn. Anyway, any other questions?
How do we open our mail?
Oh boy.
Sorry, you said you're 11? There's not another digit missing, right?
Now,
I do not think
There's a
he's
3
110
missing.
That would explain why he can't open his mail.
or 101, or I guess any digit could be the third digit.
now, all of you do have a
That's at the front.
Armatrix bracelet on you right now.
A what?
An Armatrix bracelet. This holds items. You've probably heard of them. They're fairly extensive. They store blueprints to items, or, well, the license to those blueprints, and which allows you to digitally break down weapons and items so that they can be stored as data.
You said it contains the license.
Yes.
That means we can't have stolen items in this?
You can, but
Acquire
just-
a license with it?
yes, you tend to acquire a license with it. It's a very complicated system. I don't know it fully myself. I'm not somebody who deals in the legal stuff. That's part of my legal team. So,
And they all ran off with Soho.
Hmm?
And they all ran off with Soho.
no, Soho was part of my organization team.
Like, a professional organizer? Or...
He planned his parties.
Oh.
Well,
makes sense.
he was more of my assistant.
Doesn't
So
sound
close
like
to you?
organization.
He was a secretary, really.
I see.
But I already have a AI who has the designation of secretary, so...
Why was he even there?
To steal an item.
My AI secretary also deals with my personal matters.
Ow! Sorry, I got stabbed. By a fucking pencil bit. What the hell?
You okay?
That fucking... Anyway, any other questions?
Do we have a map of the planet? Do we know the whereabouts Soho could be?
Or when the tracking signals cut out?
I am dropping you near to the area where the tracking signals cut out.
Okay.
I don't know where he would have gone from there.
Okay.
I do know that there is a small town nearby, so you could head there and check with the locals there if they're still alive. This is a very dangerous planet. If I remember correctly, it used to be a penal colony.
Space Australia.
Very nice. Oh, we have to. You guys have to watch out for the poisonous things. Me being one of them.
We'll
And
just get you to walk in front of us then.
he says, so, that is what I have for you. Again, any questions?
One more, or at least I think just one more. When we do collect the item, where do we meet up? And do you want Soho dead, or you want him alive? Do you care
Oh,
about him
kill
at
him.
all? Okay.
I should have started with that. That's part of your job description. I want him dead.
Oh, you want him dead? Okay.
Yes.
So him dead and the treasure.
Yes. If you can, keep some of the security guys alive, because they are actually well trained, and I'd like them back.
All right.
Didn't they betray you?
Yes, but I mean, Soho is a very charismatic man, and
It's mind control.
he also ran off with half of my funds.
I figured money is a big influencer, and
Yes. So,
You do have the money to pay us, right?
yes, I do. Know this, that I will be periodically, when I can, wiring you money while on the planet. If you need more, please let me know and I will consider it. But for certain things, I will be saying no.
I don't think anyone else saw that, but I saw a look in Chris's eye that was like, I'm gonna requisition a tank.
And it says, so, are you all ready?
nope. You still haven't told us where we how we tell you when we
Oh.
have completed the thing,
Yes.
the quest.
And where we go.
You can give me a call. My contact information is in your
Our
contacts.
Gross.
I also took the liberty of just making sure that other contacts were in there as well,
Okay.
including my AI.
Awesome.
You need to talk to her. So yes, and each other's contacts, just to let you be able to talk to each other.
So if we can't get in contact with you or your AI, Is there a spot?
The best reception on this planet is going to be in a town.
Okay. Fair
so,
enough.
There's no big cities on this planet. The largest place with the highest population on this planet is a bandit camp.
Ooh.
Not for long.
And contains about 1,000 people.
Okay. And I guess one more question. If we get the treasure, but Soho gets away, do you want us to chase after him and kill him, or bring you the treasure?
That is going to be very dependent on when you catch him. I would like him dead.
Okay.
So, if you don't catch him here, but you get back the treasure, that's all in dandy. I'll come collect the treasure, and then you can go bounty
Hunting
hunting.
down. Sounds good. Okay.
So, anyone else? No?
Are you just gonna drop us?
Yes.
Ah, very perceptive. He goes, so are you all ready?
Please.
Okay. And he kind of looks up and goes, Penelope, play Bone Shaker. And you guys start hearing music flood into your pods.
Okay, Tony Stark.
And he says, anyway, bye. And suddenly you feel something like open up underneath you guys. And your tubes suddenly just go.
It would have been funnier if
Disappear.
we didn't stay in the tube. We all just splat onto the ground and died. Okay, time to make new characters.
Just as he is waving goodbye, and just before you guys disappear, he goes, oh, by the way, welcome to the Reavers. And you guys are like, what? And drop. As music blares into your pods. As you not only exit a spaceship, but are orbitally dropped from space. As you guys are dropping, you can see your pods are slightly spinning just a little bit. And you guys can see the other pods that are dropping with you. And you have a good, 3 minutes of this, of just rattling.
Can I pull up my contact list?
Yeah.
And find their names and figure out who the fuck they are?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm enjoying the ride. We still have our music?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Have I figured out how to open my mail yet?
I'm just going through my heads-up display. Smudge is like,
And I got my snake and my...
Yeah.
Okay.
Your snake is also in a little
I need to
Like-
get my snack.
bounce cage. To keep it from getting
Splatting and dying.
jostled around.
Well,
too
I figured
badly.
it's hanging on to me because it's gonna be in my clothing.
It's around
kind
your
of.
neck and now you're suffocating.
Right?
You guys are all strapped in, but you can feel that because of the speed of this drop, you are lifted up a little bit.
oh,
Yeah,
it's like that ride.
you are.
We get strapped into the wall, basically.
Oh yeah.
You were trained for this kind of
Yeah.
shit. You two were not.
No.
I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Why? I'm having so much fun.
Oh. Oh no.
Which one did you pick? Oh. Okay.
Do you want me
13.
to make one? Or...
Sure,
Advantage?
but with advantage.
Ooh.
13.
13. Oh no! You got a nat
Yeah,
one.
you're freaking
Oh
fine.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm good. 22.
22.
Does
18
my
and a
snake
19.
Need to make one?
Hmm?
Does my snake
Yes.
I need to get up his stats then. And it's okay to have the flying snake.
Yes.
The tiny flying snake. Okay.
Keep in mind that he does have a fucking life bar.
Yes. It's 2 health. Or 1. I don't even know. Hang on.
It should probably be
Have
one.
you named him?
I haven't. I realized I haven't named him.
Totzelver.
Also, for your character, the little
Totzelver.
bracelet that he has
I can't even hear what you're saying.
is something that pops up
Totzelver.
on your heads-up display, so you
Totzelver?
can
It's one of the
access
actual
mail through that. So
real life
you can also access
mythological creatures
contacts
that inspired the Yuan-ti.
and other shit. It's basically
the
just
snake cat thing?
a
Yeah.
Borderlands fucking
It has to be a bit of a nickname because I can't say that.
a what?
Toddy.
Toddy. Its name is Toddy.
Toddy.
What was
Short.
the name?
Totzelver.
Why not worm?
It's not a worm. Frick you! That's like I'm half snake, man. I'm not a worm.
W-Y-R-M.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Worm.
I know that.
It's because Totty is fun.
Toddy.
Yeah, Toddy.
Is it a boy
Okay.
or a girl?
It's I think it's
You can't
going
just
to
say
be.
it's a snake.
It's a celestial snake,
Okay.
or is it Fae? I think maybe it's Fae. I was gonna pick Fae because it's celestial, Fae, and fiend, right?
Yes.
Oh, this is a very weird snake then.
Right. Cool, because it can't be a beast. So
I'm going to be telling you right now that those are different, like, animal types.
okay, what would make sense? Does it matter that much right now?
No.
Okay, so I'll just pick Fae.
The only reason it would matter is what you feed it, so...
Oh, okay, I don't. Does it need to eat?
The blood of your
Yes.
enemies.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what did you guys get for Constitution saving throws?
13.
22.
And
3.
3.
1.
So you, Babs, are circling, looking at the contacts list.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, because they are close to you, you actually get to see a bit of a, like, little video feed of each of them in their pods. And you just watch as the poor kobold suddenly, like, goes... And you just see the screen, the camera, just get covered in something yellow.
Smudge.
You've let out your last meal
Oh god.
into the pod.
That's a way to say that. His last meal.
Your previous meal into the pod. You
didn't get your SpaghettiOs.
you, Alex, are in there, and you can just feel every bone in your body, like, being rattled. And you're just like everything is shaking.
Hold me, Toddy.
You do feel like your stomach kind of go, and then you're like, nope, nope. You hold it down just enough. Like, it's like a carnival ride. And Babs, you're just like, oh, poor thing. Oh, poor thing. Kind of feeling where it's just like, they're not prepared for this in any way.
Oh, right, the snack.
You're already looking to see, like, where the weapons are.
The snack rolled a 2.
Oh, yeah.
It
Toddy.
vomits in your shirt.
It has 5 hit points if you take the average. It's 2d4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your little snake does a
Oh.
onto your shoulder.
Can it actually throw up? Well,
Yes.
I guess they can, right? Snakes?
A couple bones come out.
An
Ew.
entire mouse comes out.
I fed you too soon. I'm so sorry.
You... Where was I?
We're spinning.
People are throwing up.
People
Yeah.
are throwing up. You, Babs, are sitting in the drop pod. Like, you've been trained for this. You know what it's like. It's still... The thing with these drop pods is that they are known as bone shakers for a reason. And you're just kind of like... This looks like a military drop pod as well. And you're like... You're looking around and you can see a rifle stashed next to you. And you can see a pistol on the other side.
Can I use my 3 minutes to figure out my bracelet?
Yes.
And stash these weapons.
Yes.
Cool.
Keep in mind, stashing a weapon is like drawing something from a bag of holding, so it takes an action to draw it out, which is why you want to keep weapons on you.
Well, I'll keep the rifle out.
And you guys enter atmosphere. You see flames shoot up around the pod, and then you kind of say over microphone to like brace yourself as you're looking at the ground approaching, and the two of you are like, wait, what? And you do so as booster jets slow the pods down, and all of you are just like thrown upwards
Bend your knees.
and back down as the pods slam into the ground, and you hear the familiar hiss for you, and then the doors of the pod blast off of the front of these pods.
I'm gonna quickly just unbuckle myself and step out.
Buckles, most of the buckles, like every military drop pod, automatically release, and you step out. The two of you, shaky-legged and kind of like, are kind of step out gingerly.
Drink some
Holy
water.
frick, you think they'd had like cushions or something, or just frick, what the hell? I thought that was gonna be way more relaxing than it was gonna be.
There's no budget for cushions.
Fucking why not? There should
looking-
always be cushions.
Looking back into the pod, Babs, like, these drop pods might be military design and hardware specs, but they are built for civilians, which means that they have more cushioning than normal drop pods.
That was nice.
What the Well, I'm glad to know well, you know what?
Those are like
Good for you.
bougie drop pods.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's no bling anywhere. How is this bougie?
You didn't go splat.
That is true.
So,
Drink some water.
you
Good
guys
idea.
It'll
grab
help.
your weapons, or you show them where to grab their weapons at least.
I take mine out of my bracelets.
Yeah. Looking over the weapons, you see something very interesting, Babs. You would know this right away. You probably make a,
Mechanical fuckery?
I guess, mechanical fuckery check. Actually, this would probably be more history. And you could make a history check if you wanted.
You have that.
I do.
20 total.
6, something like that. Wait, history 8.
Wait, if Tinker's tools are for like weapons and stuff, I could add proficiency there, yeah?
Oh wait, that's not it.
Okay.
This one.
And it would be a
8.
32.
Okay.
You rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Wait,
Alright,
say
so 22, you're gonna automatically notice. And
8.
8, so you know fuck all.
Yeah.
You're just like, ooh, a gun! Right?
that. Point it back down towards the ground.
You go
Do
to
not
point
Hey,
the
I'm
barrel
down here.
to look down the barrel, and Babs is like, no! The other two of you, when you look at the
I'm good.
gun, you can see where
Does anyone else want anything?
No, I'm good.
no, I'm good. Where a serial number would be by galactic law. Every gun needs to have a unique serial number. Where it would be
They're like 20 digits long.
Move that away from the book. I had some
20
awkward
digits
stuff
long.
with that.
They're alphanumerical
And 20 digits long.
and 20 digits long. Just use the bullet.
No way, that thing is so cool looking.
I mean, the bullet's more appropriate for the space western.
I honestly think that the magical girl wand is a more appropriate bottle opener.
I agree.
Thank you.
Okay, fine.
You can throw the lid into the thing at the. Okay.
Where
Jared collects them.
yeah, where the serial number would be on the pistol specifically. You can see is only written the words Ithaca Industries, and Industries is spelt with a Y near the end.
Ugh.
Which, for both of you who know this, Ithaca Industries A does, well, as far as you guys know, does not exist. It is a not real company. Famously so, not a real company.
Poison? Acid?
Poison acid.
That's right, okay.
At least as far as people are concerned, or the general population is concerned.
Just wrote this phrase, non-existent, comma, well known.
For you, every so often, you having been in the military, there has been a few rebellions or terrorist strikes that have been thwarted by your Marines and other service members that specifically pick up weapons that are made by Ithaca Industries. They are untraceable, untrackable weapons.
Sorry. You said terrorists and rebels. Thank you. I forgot the word.
For you, you've seen a couple of these weapons before, only ever in passing, and only ever carried by people who look very, very dangerous. And when you have seen them, they were used almost like ID cards. Somebody would show off the Ithaca.
We can get into the coolest clubs now.
Show off the Ithaca logo on the gun.
Violent bloodsport arenas.
And would be let into places that would normally be denied access to certain types of people. So yeah, these are weapons that are not traceable and not trackable. And that is on all of these weapons.
Infinite ammo.
No.
But we can't track the ammo.
One of the big things that you know of, but you would not because you would have been told a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
These things don't jam. These weapons do not jam.
Beautiful.
And as such, a natural 1 on a die roll is just a miss. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't explode?
It's not jamming.
Oh no.
Will I notice this? It looks like this one knows how to handle a gun.
Yes.
The Smudge. I'm going to make sure that Alex also understands how to handle a gun without shooting us in the back accidentally.
Well, I mean, I've held a pistol.
Crossbow guy.
I'll just give you a quick, point that down. I assume you haven't used a shotgun.
Yeah, no.
So I'm going to give you a quick rundown in the shotgun, basically.
Yeah. You can see that it is a quad barrel shotgun.
You're getting a crash course in gun safety. And the opposite as well.
Well, guns aren't safe, right? It's just, I won't shoot you. You
This
guys.
is a dual
both of
barrel
you.
with a pump action, so it has 3 tubes on it. So yeah.
Thanks.
You guys are kind of doing that. You're looking around where you are. You guys are actually what looks like in a bit of a crater.
Did we cause it?
No.
Okay.
No, this seems to be like a crater that was probably like probably a couple hundred years old
Okay.
at this point, based off of like how much dirt has built up in the bottom of it, and that. Also based off of the fact that it's not filled with water, means that it probably doesn't rain a lot here. You guys are collecting your stuff, getting things organized, kind of taking sand and like wiping off the fucking vomit on yourself. Making sure your snake is okay, checking weapons, doing a scan.
Wiping vomit off yourself, making sure your snake is okay, checking weapons. I feel like this could be a theme.
I have a question. Are you obviously a siren? Like, from the tattoos and stuff?
I'm wearing a jacket that covers most of them right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to play it safe.
Yeah. As a note for the
There's still a little
Two
bit
of
like
you.
creeping though.
you probably have seen at least one
I would have
siren
noticed.
in practice while working at an arena.
I know, maybe I might have.
You
Might have checked.
I got thrown by one once.
you have only ever heard of them,
Heard of what?
heard of sirens, and
Okay.
they are an urban legend to you.
Okay.
They are like they don't exist in your mind. They're just something somebody made up at one point, and yeah.
It's a fun story.
Oh, something I should ask. Is everyone comfortable with me flirting with them at some point during this game because
Yes.
of character?
I'm good.
Sam,
No, I appreciate that you're checking.
I
Yeah.
figured I'd double
you
check.
don't have to ask me.
Yeah, Jared's flirted with every one of us.
Yeah, I've had to flirt with every single one of you.
And some 14-year-olds.
And 14-year-olds.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable for everyone.
The dresses were bad. Those were some bad dresses. I know that's not flirting, but like...
Look, as somebody has described my games and my fantasy world in particular, it's filled with rainbows, unicorns, and then there's
Thanks.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Great. Man, I really want to keep playing.
No one's listening to this now.
Yeah, no. If you did put this anywhere and anyone started listening to it, they're gone.
Yeah.
always as a background thing, never as something that happens in game.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's more than that, though. Like, it's not just like, oh, yeah, this is a common, constant theme in the background. Like,
Yeah, it's
It's a
can
world that
pop
is
up.
as happy as it is dark.
Yeah.
So, grit and grime and shiny.
but yes, I consent.
So,
Chris?
I consent.
I love the idea of you flirting with a 2'11" kobold.
I'm sure he's adorable.
trust me, I have
Fuck yeah.
a whole thing about what this is going to amount to.
Oh, no. Now I'm just,
Going
now
to
I'm
be
uncomfortable.
hilarious.
Are you getting another harem, Chris?
Trust me, this is even more fun.
It's more fun than a harem. 2 harems?
So, as you guys are
They can carry your
Um,
tank.
getting everything ready to go, you do get a map of the area. The town that was mentioned is about 4 miles south of where you guys just landed. You're like, oh, fuck. The map that you have on your thing is a satellite image that, as you can see, is updated every hour.
Very impressive Google Earth.
Google Space Australia.
If I pat myself down, could I figure out where he stuck the tracking device on us?
You can
Whether
go-
it be under skin or on clothes or
Do you want to do an examination of yourself?
yeah.
Sure.
Can I would probably have an assumption of where it would go.
Yeah.
Can I check that place first?
Roll medical.
Oh, God.
You roll medical. You just roll
'Kay.
investigation.
I didn't take medical.
8. Fuck dice.
7. Wait, maybe it'll be easier if I look on someone else.
Yeah.
I
probably.
can't look at, I don't have the ability.
Well, I'm in a crop top. If that helps.
Totally not ready for combat. At least you know what combat is.
I've just avoided combat in previous. Yeah.
I'll check
Okay.
where I think the.
Yeah.
I would assume an implant would potentially be behind the ear,
Hey.
which is hard to check on yourself. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
So, I'll put
Most
that shot.
implants. Yeah, go ahead and follow.
Oh, that's way better. 20 total.
Checking out my earrings.
Yeah, they're really nice.
You can see that it is indeed embedded
Yeah.
directly under the skin. It has such a, like, it is smooth to the touch, so it doesn't look like it's going to, like, if somebody was to touch there, they wouldn't notice it. But you can see it under the skin.
Yeah, I just tapped the spot twice.
Yeah.
It's there.
It's not. Oh, what?
It's there.
What's there?
The tracking device.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were just.
But not your earrings.
Yeah.
She took them.
I don't have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would say if someone does take my earrings, someone will get shot in the back because I will forget gun safety. Just a heads up.
Forget.
All of your intelligence is in your earrings.
Like the hypnotode. So they're just earrings. I'll check behind your ear as well. I assume it's there
Yeah.
on Smudge.
Yeah.
Are there any other things in the pods that I can salvage? Of an explosive nature, perhaps?
Not really. The cushions, maybe.
What about the
They're not
boosters?
explosive.
The boosters, they're dead at this point. They're one-time use. So,
What about parts?
you could tear it down for parts, but that would take a very long time.
Why did the bastard not put grenades in here?
Have we met before this?
Not quite.
Okay. So perhaps we should start with introductions.
You're Alex at Smudge.
Yes. But I figured we could have done it a bit more personally.
As you are saying this, you all hear something near the top of the crater, and you see three silhouettes, kind of hunched over, dog-like faces, looking down at you. They all have guns in their hand, and looking at them, you can see that they are grinning wildly, and they point their guns
I
at
shoot
you.
one.
Alright.
I'm not hesitating.
How big is this crater?
Hesitate, bitch.
About 40 feet.
No, my dice!
Well, I'm presently in,
I'll make it.
Oh, thank you.
trying to find
If I
explosives.
take over your space, you let me know. I'll
Oh, no.
figure something else.
I
Oh,
have a barrier for my space.
yeah.
I can just put this.
I think I used to have them on this
Why is
side.
there a race?
Oh, this is mine.
I'm using those as drop pods.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like, are those us
now-
in there?
I mean, I'm in one of them.
For the purposes of this, we would have an orc. Actually, we have face swappers. We'll use this chapter.
Joy.
And then I have a kobold.
Why don't we just use Jenny's mini for Alex for now?
Sure.
You fine with that?
Oh, yeah.
She's the sexiest mini we have. Chris, can you grab it? Oh, never mind.
I mean, she's not, fuck, it's a thing of fucks.
It's a thing of fox.
We'll assume I'm in this one.
Yes.
So thick. Oh,
Rolls its own initiative.
right.
As an action, it can. Do you want Topsel to roll separate initiative?
It's going to be right after her.
Yeah. Or at the same time.
It takes
I'm-
its turn directly after if you're running those rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
It's on
Here
the
it
same
says in
initiative.
combat it rolls its own, but it can just be
Because
after
you
me.
can use its action to spend to do the help action,
Well, it's always I could save my action to do the thing when
or it could help you on the next round,
so
yeah.
or someone else if you chose.
yeah.
Ow, that's not a good position for my ankle.
So I figured that's fine.
They can do touch spells or mean, you can do a touchable throw. You can spend your action to for its eyes, etc.
So there's 3 of these things.
Yep.
We shall roll initiative.
Natural 20. It's been so long since I've rolled a nat 20. As a character, I'm actively playing. Not just Callisto's ghost.
So, what did you get?
22.
And you?
22.
I'm going to assume...
I have high dexterity.
Yes.
Because I rolled an 18.
Nice.
Get wrecked, natural 20.
And you?
13.
That's fine, you can go first.
And then these guys...
It makes sense that you're kind of jumpy.
This bastard didn't give us any grenades.
So, very quickly here, let me just set
So I'm
up.
assuming the creatures at the top of the crater are gnolls.
Yes. They smile at you with a giddiness that is a little creepy.
I just realized where you were. just realized where you were.
I'm inside the drop pod.
Yeah.
Inside the.
Oh, you're inside. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
you were on top of it for sure.
No,
That's
I'm not
the
looking for
other
grenades on the
cove.
top. I didn't have that much time.
So, let us just do this. Alright, so first one on the initiative is Smudge.
Am I considered hidden because I'm inside the drop pod?
Yes.
Fantastic. I am going to hear what gunshots cackling.
Cackling, they haven't shot yet because you guys,
So with where
I'm
I
going
am,
to
you
take a
probably
cue
see
from
me
you, yes.
pointing my gun at them immediately.
while they did come up on you surprised, they were laughing a little too much. These guys look like they are 100% bandits. Like they
I thought
are.
you were going to say on drugs, but
Same.
They probably are as well.
Now, what name do you go by? You go by...
Babs.
That's right.
So yeah. Yeah. So you're up first.
I'm going to see that. I'm going to
When I introduced the two of you, I probably would have said, "I'm Babs."
I'm going to
Yeah.
slip out of my pod. I'm going to poke my head around and aim at this guy.
Okay.
With my rifle.
Is it Archer?
It's a bow.
I'm so sad.
Oh, I'm wondering about the other two.
I rolled a 19.
19.
Yes.
Not
I mean,
a crit.
that's gonna hit.
It's not a crit.
It's not a crit.
But, let's see.
Archer, shield, and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got them.
I've got advantage.
But how do we describe which one?
So I get
Archer,
sneak attack.
shield, and not.
That?
We need
Snake attack.
that one and that one.
Ooh, is shotgun two-handed?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
It's rifle.
Yes.
That is 11,
No, I can't break on that.
15 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
15 points. Alright. Really quick here, come on. Alright, you hit him for quite a lot of damage. You see a shield pop up around him, but the bullet still pierces through that, hitting him in the shoulder, and he kind of hisses a little bit. Next is Babs.
No, it's not.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
Now it's Babs.
Now it's Babs.
I'm going to move up and get like some form of cover behind the pod.
Okay.
And shoot at the one without any weapons.
Okay.
With the rifle. Not great. 15 to hit?
That is their armor class, so yes.
Good to know. This is the third time this die has rolled an 8 on a d8.
I'm getting 5 and 11s on d20s.
Oh. I'm like,
I rolled an 11 on a d8. I'm pretty good at this game, guys.
I'm better than you.
15 points of damage.
15 points?
Yeah.
That is on the one without
Siren 2.
Yes, correct.
You get sneak attack too.
Yeah, a really shitty sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh, right, we have to track shots.
How many? Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just kind of give myself, like, a slightly better cover behind this drop pod.
Okay. Yeah. That'd be
And-
full cover.
Gesture to, Alex to fucking move.
Huh?
Next on the initiative is Alex.
Oh, yay! So, they're not that far away, right?
No.
Alright. Is there
Where did
room?
you shoot?
There's
You shot-
room
I shot
on this
them.
side to hide behind the drop pod,
Yes.
right? Okay, I'm gonna move up next to Babs and peek out and shoot this guy with a shotgun. Because I'm like pretty excited. I've never really used one of these before,
Don't drop it.
right? That is a 19.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
Nice. 2d10.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Beautiful.
And that's on.
Archer.
Um.
And then, yeah, just kind of hide behind the thing. I did good, right?
You
I'm fighting.
kind of peek out and you just go and fire, and you watch as the buckshot hits him and he goes and flies
yeah.
backwards
Where's the entrance on this drop pod, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
in front of you.
In front of me or in front of her?
Her.
Okay.
So she could kind of duck inside of it for extra cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, I wouldn't take up the full cover if you were
Yeah.
coming over here.
So yeah, you watch as he goes and flies back out of sight.
Yes.
Track your ammo.
Oh no,
Right,
they have
thank
a
you.
fly speed.
Next is
My familiar.
yeah.
So. Oh, fuck. I don't want her to die. But we got 110 credits. And
Use
it's
the help
still-
action.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, she's gonna. Okay, I'm like, this is your time, Toady. Go fly and distract Axeman.
Okay.
So, 60 feet fly. So flies and distract.
Distracts the knoll. All right.
So, helping whoever.
whoever next attacks him.
Is that how that works? I've never done the
You-
help, I think.
I think you normally... Actually, yeah, if you do it that way, it could just be like the next person who attacks this guy, I think.
Yeah.
Or, I think you can also specify, like, oh, it's going to
Scared
help this
Precious was
person.
gonna die.
You could also have it do disadvantage.
That's what I'm
For the
looking for.
creature.
I'm wondering if that's.
I will allow it, even if the rules say no, because it makes sense.
When you take the help action, the creature you aid gains an advantage on the next ability check to perform a task, or you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You distract the target and make your allies attack more effective.
Yeah, so you can just pick an enemy to
Yeah.
distract and make someone...
As
attack
long as
easier.
they're within 5 feet, so if you're flying over there, yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Okay. So the snake is going to distract them.
Yeah.
You see the snake kind of like do
Flies
circles
and
around him, and he's like
Yeah.
trying to grab it. You can see he's starting to salivate.
Oh no!
As like saliva starts to drip from his mouth, but he's like still trying to like see what the fuck you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And he is actually going. He's right after this guy. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's gonna try and shoot at you, Babs.
No cover.
And that is going to be a
These guys. Pact of 8.
16 to hit.
16?
Yeah.
Does not hit me.
All right.
I got that charisma.
He misses
And
his
a shield.
shot, and you can see that the
56.
recoil.
That actually hits my shield, specifically.
Okay. The recoil of the gun is massive on this thing that he's holding, and you see the shots hit the shield and kind of veer off in a different direction. And he kind of goes to recover, and that is his turn. This guy is still trying to grab a snake. Smudge.
I poke around, and I shoot the guy who just shot. A natural 16, which is a 22 total.
All right. That's gonna hit.
I don't know what the dice I used last time are. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. All right.
The two at the top there, by the invisible person.
Yes, it would be.
Sorry.
No, it wouldn't.
What?
No?
Those are the wrong dice. That one might be. It's 9 points.
Okay.
I missed what happened.
You peek out with the rifle.
Did you roll a d10 instead of a d8 last turn?
Maybe.
And fire a shot. Or fire a shot, and you watch as it a hole appears in his head, and then a big splatter behind him, and he falls over dead.
Nice.
The other guy is still trying to grab a snake.
He can
Good
make an
choice.
attack roll on his turn, I guess,
He's
right?
going to try and attack your snake.
Okay.
But first he was trying to grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is baby's
Next,
I'm going to hide in there.
after
I am
Smudge,
small.
is Babs.
I step out.
Oh, it's got the same armor class as me.
Wow. I step out and see that it's distracted. I
But can it cast shield?
take another shot.
I cannot. It has flyby too.
With advantage, I rolled a 12. Total.
That's going to miss.
Yeah.
It's moving around a little much.
Was that with it?
And
Did
you're
you
trying
shoot
not
him?
to hit the snake.
That was with advantage.
Oh.
I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Oh, fun.
Going back there for now.
What kind of gun is a pole arm?
Don't worry about it. Next is Alex.
I do not move back into cover.
Okay.
I stay where I am, nice and easy to hit.
All right.
Because your poor snake might be next.
Yeah. So, I'm going to take my shotgun, and I'm not worried about hitting my snake, am I? I'm
No.
not worried about. Okay. All right. Good job, Toady. And I will step out and shoot him with my shotgun.
Okay.
That is a 7.
That is not going to
We're
hit.
so good at this.
Ah!
Then you've
He's
got
gotta
to
kick
reload.
that. Yeah. So I'll spend my bonus action to reload.
Okay.
And are you ducking back in? Or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where. Yeah. Well, technically I jumped out. Yeah. So I'll. Yeah.
Next is
Shooting through the
this
pod, that
guy
was your problem.
Yeah.
who
Whoops.
kind of is looking around at the snake and then kind of looks up at you.
Did the
Is
snake have
the
another
snake in a good-
distraction? Or?
The snake does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She helps.
Snake is still distracting.
Yeah.
He's looking for the snake. Brings up his gun as he sees Babs and tries to fire at you.
Yep.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
Does not hit me.
All right.
I'm gonna hit your snake.
Would it hit me?
After that is Smudge.
Go Smudge.
You have advantage.
I'm so ready to get
Distraction.
inspiration.
Impact tactics.
I'm ready to get inspiration to be a bard and give inspiration by
Right.
smacking people on the ass.
7. Probably
Keep
not.
going.
I'm out of
Kill.
pack tactics range.
Huh? Snake isn't.
Yeah. Does snake count for pack tactics?
Yes. It's an ally.
Cool.
I'm going to be very loose with the rules on this game.
And yet no tanks.
Yes, no tanks.
No pianos either.
Said loose on the rules, not make it easy.
13.
Wow. We blew the first two guys away, and now
With help,
the guy
we can't
who's
get this guy.
distracted.
He's getting-
Everyone's distracted by the snake.
I'm just kind of picturing the snake dive bombing him constantly. Yeah,
You have a miniature quaddle.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quaddle.
All right. That was your turn,
Quaddle.
Smudge.
Yes.
Babs.
It's not a culat.
I'm gonna try again.
That's how I spelled it the first time.
No.
Nope, 11.
All right, Alex.
All right, I'm gonna try one more time with my pistol. I'm gonna not pistol, shotgun. Yeah, I'm gonna step out, do a shooty shoot. Shooty shoot shoot. 7.
Wow.
What the trick?
Wow, we're so good.
Yeah.
Babs is starting to feel frustrated at her lack of
What
ability.
happened to this damn
Yeah,
thing?
you can feel the change. Your snake,
Snake.
more
Dive.
distraction.
Yeah. Help.
All right. He
Cast
is
a touch spell through him next time.
I have no touch spells.
he is going to again point his gun at
Me.
Babs while trying to grab a snake.
He's not a snake.
That was cocked.
Range, self, 10 feet.
That's a 16 to hit.
No.
30 feet. 30 feet.
Shield again.
The shot hits the shield. You see it kind of light up as the bullet goes up into the sky. Heavy recoil on his weapon. Next is Smudge.
If I go over here and pick up this guy's weapon, he was there-ish?
Yeah.
Do I still have an attack action?
It's picking a gun up off the ground. It's a free action, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
What are the stats on this gun?
Well, let's see here. If I'm gonna do it this way.
Yeah, none of us have been hit by one, so we don't know how good they are yet.
This gun will be a 2d8.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a rifle. It requires strength.
Sad face.
It is also a simple weapon.
Sad face. I can use rifles. Fine. Wait.
I mean, you
No,
can
I'm
use
using
it.
this one.
Yeah, go for it.
I still have advantage. Because snack. It's terrible. 11.
11? Okay. That's, yeah.
2.
It's a big gun.
I hide behind the orc.
It's not like you called me Bjork.
I hide behind Bjork.
That particular
Farmer.
gun has 2 more shots before it needs to be reloaded. So,
Okay. Presumably that makes it a 4.
yeah. Next is Babs.
You can get him.
Do you want a bigger gun?
I do, but you have it. It's fine.
I offer a bigger gun to the
Can I
orc I'm
take it?
hiding
Yeah.
behind.
I take the bigger gun. The other one, sling it to the side. Pull this one up. That's a natural 19.
Yeah.
It's
I
2d8.
did good.
2d8.
Thank you. I did bad. 10 total.
10 total.
2d8 plus a d4. 10.
Okay.
10.
Um,
Plus 4. 10 total.
that is sad.
I'm gonna also sling the gun back down towards Smudge.
Okay. It's got one more shot in it. After Babs attempts that, it's Alex.
I would offer it to Alex, but I don't think she can use this.
Not quite.
Well, it's a simple weapon.
It is a simple weapon.
But
Also,
It's also a
trash
rifle.
fucking garbage.
It's also strength based.
Hey, I have a +0.
Okay.
I feel like she just is getting used to the shotgun still, so
And she's getting really fed up with the shotgun right now. I think
Throw it at him.
she's gonna step up and she's actually gonna do 5. And she's gonna spit at him. He has to make a con save.
I forgot this your Yuan-ti with was it poison spray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Ah! Where'd my poison dice go? There it is. 1. I got really excited there because I
More
thought
damage than all of the rest of us.
He's distracted by the fucking
Oh yeah.
I just hit him.
Scott is like looking around.
Maybe
and
I'll just stand there instead.
he sees you, and then you just kind of spit at him, and hits him in the face, and
Ew! Ew!
he's like turns and points the gun at you,
Okay.
and is going to fire.
Okay.
That is an 8 to hit.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I miss it!
I thought it was gonna be something that would hit even me, and I'm like, no.
That's
Yeah,
an
right.
800 hit.
Because I'm ready. I'm like, I have a 19. I'm ready to have a 19.
It's just you see the shield. This doesn't even like go through the shield. It just like past you. You can see that the recoil on this thing is actually like pretty fucking wide.
And is Tati helping?
Tati is helping.
Okay.
You can also see that the barrel.
Probably should wait for someone else.
Should Tati help?
I have pack tactics, so
Can
Can you specify Tati will help?
Can I do that? Can I specify who he's going?
It?
It's going to help?
We
Yes.
don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay, it's going to help. Yeah. I almost said Callisto. Babs.
That's fair.
Callisto shows up and cuts him in half.
Don't.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, helps Babs.
Okay. You can see that probably the reason for why this gun is missing is because you can see the barrel wobbling as the shot leaves and continues wobbling. Looking at the guns that they are holding, it looks like they're held together with duct tape and zip ties.
It worked good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the reload on the gun, by the way?
It is an action for this thing.
One more shot.
Do you want it?
I'm good.
Okay.
Actually, my normal weapon is strength based, so I can take it if you want.
Yeah.
An actual modifier.
So, after that guy is Smudge.
I use my rifle. And
Oh!
I get a natural 20.
Holy shit!
Fuck him up.
I spat on his eyes.
I
Get
was not
distracted.
prepared for this.
That's a first.
Okay, so we rolled 9 is 13 points of damage.
Thank God.
This guy slipped too low.
That is 2 points of overkill. You fire the rifle from behind Babs, and you watch as the bullet enters, like smashes through his power shield and into his chest, and it rips out the other side of him, and then you see him just kind of collapse.
Ew.
Oh yeah, you're right in the splash zone.
Ew. No, I step aside. I'm not right in the splash zone.
So,
Totzel is.
the first enemies you've had to fight on this planet are dead.
First two went a lot quicker than the last one.
Right?
The 3 weapons that they had are absolute garbage. They are held together with duct tape and zip ties and baling wire. They look like guns that have been scavenged for parts. There is parts on these guns that fit onto different guns.
So, from what I could tell of Smudge, he knows guns, at least a little bit. he is efficient or effective with them.
I
Yes?
mean,
Yes.
Do you have a... You were, like, scavenging
Yeah.
in the pod. What's the likelihood that I think or would know that you have any kind of efficiency with mechanics?
His name. No.
Like, is it obvious or...
Well, I would have been, like, actually breaking things open in the pods and complaining about grenades.
Okay, but that just means that you really want grenades.
explosive.
But, like,
Or
you're
then let-
dismantling kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, like, it wouldn't be
You seemed...
I'm hitting it with a hammer and it's eventually
You
coming
weren't
apart.
doing
It's
percussive
I know how to,
maintenance.
I know
my
how to
maintenance.
get into it, yeah.
You're doing
Yeah.
actual...
The way that he broke into the pods and like did that was super efficient, fast, quick, like something that like, oh, I know how to pop this off just by looking at it, kind of thing.
You're gonna hold out the rifle and be like, can you make use of the parts from this?
Yes.
I
I have 3 rifles now.
as a whole, as like a whole rifle, these things are worth about maybe 2 credits.
Yeah, but they have more power than ours do, so maybe
Yeah.
something can be done to modify gunnage later.
You do find enough ammo on these guys for another fight.
How many... We don't have a thing of how many...
How many fights did
Yeah.
we start with?
We don't have that.
2. You already started with 2. This is 1. So this
Oh.
basically made up for it.
Are their shields better than ours?
No.
I'm having a
taking
brain
them.
fart. What's the fight stuff again?
How many fights we can get into with the ammo we currently have on hand?
Okay. That's
we can
right.
get into 2.
Um,
So we have 2 more.
3
How am I already so smudged?
trash, garbage,
I'm just pointing at Chris.
guns.
That's barely even messy. Where did all this come from?
as another note, the guns for parts would probably sell for more as parts.
So what I was going to do anyway.
Yes.
So take them apart, sell them for more money.
Yeah.
Or if there are some useful parts, use those.
Yeah.
Sell the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
What's-
job, Toady.
So
She's
did they have
so
shields on them
happy.
that we can take? Do they have?
They
what
do
else
have,
they have?
shields on them that you can take. They're not worth very much. They are
I'm well practiced at shooting
cheapest.
corpses.
Besides that, they do have like actual physical armor on them that is fitted for a knoll.
Do any of us do that? Like proper armor?
I will
You're
one
the
day.
closest, I think.
You would have proficiency in like proper armor.
No,
I will get.
can't fight properly with it on.
You would have proficiency.
I have
You
proficiency.
wouldn't use
I
it.
don't. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Light armor.
Yeah.
I get lighter.
These pieces are
I
fitted
get
for
medium on the next
knolls, which their value is probably less than the guns. Especially seeing as how they look like piecemeal.
I hear the clickety clack of a cat.
Besides that, you find a few credit chips on them. About 10 credits from each of them.
Nice. Are we starting
So
the
we
group
each get
fun,
10?
or are we just doing
We each
everyone
get
splits?
10.
Okay.
You said
And-
10 credits each?
Yeah. And on top of that, you find about 3 ounces worth of drugs on them.
Oh, good money.
But that's where the smudging is coming from.
Oh.
The drugs.
No. The actual pen.
So yeah.
How many ounces of drugs? How many ounces of drugs?
Like 3 ounces.
Sweet.
I'm gonna leave that to the
Can I tell if
professional.
they're good drugs?
Roll a medicine.
Oh, you took that.
20.
The Vegas girl knows her drugs.
So you've seen these kinds of drugs before. You know what it is. It's a. I'm not going to give it a name just yet.
That's
but
fine.
You have 100% seen people snorting this shit off of
a hooker's ass before.
Space cocaine.
It's basically space cocaine.
Okay. Is it good quality?
No.
No.
You can see the sand in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
It's a bit shit.
You can also tell that it's been cut with something else, and, like, this is, like, really highly addictive shit that...
It's good medicine.
Great for dealing with pain,
Okay.
not so great for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is probably also cut for a knoll, which means that it's a little strong.
Okay.
Anyway.
I wouldn't snort that. It's much better to sell it for some cheap money. Or we could scam
Yeah.
somebody.
Also, it is highly black market.
Yeah. Most things are, right?
I mean, the guns aren't. Your guns are. Their guns aren't.
These guns are barely marketable.
They're like garage sale marketable. Yeah.
So, can we tell where the knolls came from? Like the direction?
Based off of where you guys are, and based
I'll
off that
trek
there's
to the top of the crater.
looking out over a fucking flat fucking desert. Looks like a salt flat. You can see that you can see tracks, their tracks, leading from the north. Looks like they were heading to the town that is in the south. And
Okay.
probably, based off of how far you can see the tracks, they probably watched your drop pods in orbit.
Yeah, so I guess we should probably leave this area pretty quickly. Attention and all that.
Yeah, there's nothing else we can carry out of here.
Our best bet is to go to the town and ask around.
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
Find out who we can sell the space cocaine
I'm
to.
kind of
they-
really still happy having a
Here's a new question. Do they have any, like, extra water skins or rations that we can take?
Yeah, they have
Because we have a
few-
bit of a walk.
Yeah, they have some rations on them, which I will say contains water as well.
Okay. We'll just take those as a general...
Are they any good? They don't look yummy at all. Like, they look like shit.
You won't die, probably.
You've seen these kinds of rations before. These are old MREs.
Not saying that to her.
It's fine, those things don't have a best before date.
Yeah, the type of MREs that these are, they will last forever.
It'll keep you alive.
They're prized by
I guess if
survivalists,
we have to, right? Yeah.
but these are definitely like surplus.
Inside, Babs is just a little bit like, ooh, a treat.
Yeah. Depending on what you
Happy
want.
since
They have enough for like 2 days. So for each of them, so each of you.
4 days.
But yeah, you've got a long 4-mile walk to town.
Awesome.
Let's get going.
Oh, I haven't moved this much in so long. Or like, at least done.
Sorry, I thought you were talking as you
Strenuous.
for a
Oh.
second. I'm like, so you just rocked forward in your chair a little bit, Sam.
Yeah.
So, walking across the desert sucks. It is blazing hot here.
Definition
And-
of code 420.
What are you guys wearing?
Crop top, kind of leather pants, I think.
Ooh.
And like leather knee highs, high heels.
Ooh.
Why don't you pick, like, vinyl's not gonna be much better.
Is it tight leather?
I don't know if it's leather. What's a good other alternative
It's
to like?
probably,
It's just
it's
it might
probably
be
a
more
leather
tights.
look legging.
yeah, it might be more
A legging.
A legging that looks like leather.
yeah. And
Those exist.
And
Are
yes,
you
they are.
good?
There is a fly buzzing around my fucking face.
literally can't.
I
keep
know. I'm like, he's crazy. He's lost it.
it. Time.
I'm like,
What have we done to him?
I think we're good. See you
Yeah.
guys in 2 weeks.
So
and then
you're
the crop top,
okay.
earrings, and I don't know if she's got it.
It's like basically a sports bra, but she's got kind of a jacket over it right now.
Like a biker jacket.
No, something a bit more lightweight,
Oh,
almost like a bomber jacket, but fabric, not leather.
okay.
Basically, just something to cover up torso.
Okay. And you?
So
You can't be naked. I'm sorry.
it says leather armor,
Mhm.
but it would be sort of like a cobbled together.
Kind of
Various
pieces of hide.
Yeah. Well, no, not hide, but like
Okay.
it probably came from 3 different outfits.
Yeah.
Or 4 different outfits or something.
So you're essentially wearing a biker jacket.
A Mad Max biker jacket.
Yeah, Mad Max biker jacket.
She's also got a skirt, like a half skirt. It goes
Okay.
around halfway.
You've seen the general mini design. It's like that plus jacket
Yeah.
that's done up.
It is very hot for any form of armor.
That sucks to suck.
Before we leave, maybe
It's fine. I can just stay in
can
your
we
shade.
make portable shade? Is there some way we could tear a piece of like I don't want to say metal, but like
You could probably
Cushion?
do something with the cushions.
right
Said the
to
doors flew
provide
off, right?
movable shade?
The doors flew off. They were heavy. They're meant to survive impact.
I got how heavy is my stripper pole? How big and heavy is my stripper pole? How awkward is it if I like
Attach
constructed
something.
like made an umbrella sort of thing? And then,
With cushions.
yeah,
And started walking.
yeah. Could I make that work?
No.
Damn it. So
The only person who could probably cobble something together would be him.
I mean, we could probably make like head coverings or whatever from
Head
the
c-
cushions,
that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
like just to keep us more covered.
Yeah, you could
Instead
do
of
that.
sunburn.
That would give you advantage on this saving throw.
Done.
I was gonna say I could have
Good
a
deal.
hood on my jacket.
Hmm?
It's like a hoodie, basically. No.
It's heat. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, if you can make Constitution saving throws.
We have advantage.
Yes, because you have cobbled together head pieces.
Kobold together.
Constitution?
Oh no. Constitution.
22.
22.
22.
15.
15.
Toady?
Toady doesn't need to make one.
'Kay.
Toadie's hiding.
Yeah.
Toady is enjoying the sun.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Yeah.
So,
One would figure you might, like a Yuan-ti should have advantage on that too. Just be like, oh, that's so nice.
I mean, it is, but the pants. The
Yeah.
pants are the problem.
Yeah.
I think the boots are the real problem.
Yes.
Toadie's like hanging out around my neck.
How
Just chilling.
practical is your character's outfit?
I mean, it's not in the way or
It's
anything.
very practical in Vegas.
Right? She's got high heels on, so if we're in like,
It's a salt flat, so
I went for combat wedges.
yeah, she doesn't do combat.
I know.
yours are
everything.
at least like they're designed for shit like this.
I have 2 different pairs of shoes. Well, a pair of shoes, which is 2 different shoes.
Oh God.
They fit reasonably well.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
God.
like right here, right?
They would be boots, but
All right.
I probably found 2 different children's boots.
So, yeah, you can feel the heat glaring down on you, but the only thing that really happens is that you feel a little sweatier. You don't sweat. You do.
Yes. They're humanoid, just slightly snaky.
You
I'm-
definitely do.
Oh yeah. Hating every minute of this. I have too much clothing on. It's fine. I'm drinking a decent amount of water
Okay.
to replenish.
Approaching the town, you guys can see that it is essentially a one-street town. There's a few houses that spread out from the main street, but the main street has like a essentially a saloon, a general store. You can see a junkyard nearby. Near the other end of the town, you can see what looks like a church rising up. It looks very Western. Most of the places are made out of like metal, sheet metal, or what looks like colonist crates, which are buildings that are about the size of a shipping container, and
Someone threw them out of an airplane.
yeah, they connect together. They're modular.
What's our story? We were kidnapped and dropped out of the sky.
Just trying
Yes.
to find our way. We know of somebody who's here and we're looking for him.
A place like this, would anyone care?
Maybe.
It's so fucking small.
Yeah,
Oh God, for you.
coming from
Is
a
it?
planet-sized city. Yeah,
Fuck, what the hell?
you've never seen a settlement so small. You've also never seen wide-open spaces
Sometimes
this big.
smaller cities are nosier.
You can see that there's a couple people, like, on the street, and they are, like, a few of them see you approaching, and they, like, lean back or, like, look over at you and just kind of stare as they go about their business, and then, like, go back to whatever they were doing.
Perhaps our story could be we got kidnapped, but we escaped because we know of somebody here and we're looking for them. That's what could be a reason why we're asking after him. Without causing too much suspicion, maybe.
I'm beelining for the saloon. by the way.
So you heading towards the saloon?
Usually the best gossip. Usually the coolest, temperature-wise, and there's beverages.
There's beverages.
So, you heading to the saloon?
So water.
You walk up.
This
I'm
junkyard.
beelining. I don't know if they're
Did
following.
we go past the junkyard, or is it further on?
I'm
It's
assuming
further
you know what
Okay.
you're doing.
Does it look like it's somewhere I
Sure.
could just go
Yeah.
into at some point?
It does have a gate to it, and looks like a gatehouse. But
How
yeah,
tall's the fence?
it's like a chain link fence. It's not too tall,
So you could just use me as a ladder.
but
Or I could just climb the chain.
Put a
based
hole
off
in
of what you
Just-
are seeing,
Smudge up and put him over the fence.
it looks like you could just go in, but you don't know what the exact rules are for it.
I am going to follow my shade into the saloon.
Alright.
I've got 3 shadows. One real one and 2 that have their own sentience.
You walk into the saloon. Door opens as you get closer.
Swinging doors.
Nope, this is sliding doors.
It's a space saloon.
Yeah, but even like Star Trek doors slip sideways and not up.
Yeah,
So I was expecting.
The sliding door went sploosh?
yeah, it went up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh!
that's a good point.
That's why I'm disturbed.
Yeah, because that would be limited by how tall the building is.
Yeah. This is a 2-story building.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, that seems like... Who built this place? Why weren't they following
You
standard
broke us with a
procedures?
saloon already.
Look, they probably could only use what they had at the frickin' junkyard, so.
They put the door on the wrong way?
Yeah.
Um,
The opposite of like
Why is it
backwards.
so short?
this does
What are you
look like
talking about?
a old colonist store for like a different type of building. So, entering the saloon, there is like soft music playing on a radio. Sounds like kind of a jazzy sound to it. As you guys walk in, you can
you, for a moment, hear the sound of like chattering and people talking, and as you guys step in, all of that starts to die down slowly as heads start to turn towards you guys. You can see that this saloon has got quite a few people in it, probably about 14 to 20 people, depending on if you're counting people that might not be in sight. The bartender is a large Goliath woman, and you can see that the saloon, the patrons are of multiple different races, lizard folk. There is a couple of gnolls here, humans, Yuan-ti, Gret. You do see one kobold.
They
There's
exist.
a mirror?
And everybody's just kind of staring at you.
So as I walk in, I don't break stride, but I do try and do like a quick sweep of the room as I walk over to the bar.
Okay.
But
Bartender.
I'm ignoring that people are.
Yeah. Bartender kind of.
Do I see? I don't see the person we're looking for.
No.
Do I see anyone that looks like they might be security?
No.
Okay.
All of these look like civilians. All of them are armed. And you can see that, like, as you look around, you can see a few rifles next to tables. You can see pistols at hips and that. Even the bartender has a, like, large pistol strapped to her waist. And you can only guess that there's probably a shotgun under the bar. And as well, you can see that there's a minigun mounted up behind the bar.
It's the hottest thing I've seen this whole day.
Excuse you.
I want it.
The Goliath woman, she's got like a large scar across her cheek. Looks like a knife fight scar. And you walk over to the bar and you go up to it and
Player thinking about what I'm saying. Just putting that out there. Looking for two things. A cold beverage.
3 cold beverages.
I'm looking for 4 things. Cold beverages. And can I pop a picture up for her in
you
any way?
can,
But it'd be kind of odd.
yeah.
I'll just give her a brief description of the guy we're looking for.
She doesn't say anything, but she kind of goes to like the taps and like gets you guys each a drink. The bar is completely silent right now,
Yeah.
and everyone can hear what you're saying. Like everybody's intently listening to you,
Fuck, it's hot.
and she is
Stop patting yourself.
kind of
Thank
says,
you.
"I don't know anybody like that."
Pity.
Kind of goes back to like scrubbing a.
How much for
Mug.
the drinks?
She says 5 credits each.
I put down 20.
She takes the credit chips that you throw down and kind of just continues on her day. Again, the bar is completely silent. You can see some people. There's a balcony that leads to a second floor, or that's on a second floor, and a staircase that leads up there, and there's a few people who have started to come out of rooms. You can see that this saloon probably also doubles as a brothel.
Okay. As soon as we were walking in, my character was saying small exclamations about how this place has sucked so far. It's hot, fucking sandy, I'm hurting, and she's stretching and wiping away sweat if there's anywhere, and it's just like, fuck this. Oh, and before
So
the bartender walks away, she'll walk up and, do you have sunscreen?
She looks at you and goes, "No, not here. You can probably buy some at the general store."
Thank you.
We're drinking our drinks, I assume.
Yes.
Are you gonna drink yours?
Does it look like it's...
Looks like beer.
Oh, I think I'm alright. I'll just... I should drink more water, of course, so...
For you, it is very shitty beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like small town, like, this is all we have
I've
here.
had worse.
I'm
Yeah.
drinking both of them because I have 2 livers now.
Damn it, I was gonna take that. So sneaky.
Yeah.
God, that's like 4 times what you should be drinking for your body weight. It's okay, it's shitty beer, you won't get drunk. No one will. Ever.
Yeah. Bartender seems to be pretty abrasive. And nobody in the bar is, like, commenting on you guys at all. They're just kind of, like, watching. You can see a few of them are, like, leaning closer and whispering to each other. But, like, everybody seems to be, like, really on edge.
Do I get the feeling if it's a person-specific thing or just general outsider reaction?
Insight.
Can I assist with that?
Sure.
You probably have better insight than me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Alright. It looks like just general distrust of outsiders kind of feel. They all, like, none of them have reached for weapons, which is a big sign of that. All of them are kind of, like, looking at you, like, trying to size up whether or not you're a threat or not is kind of the big thing.
I'm a threat, but not to them right now.
Not yet.
They
Those
seem to
gnolls,
be...
the gnolls that were in the bar. Did they look like they were similarly dressed or equipped to the ones we just killed?
No.
Cool.
Civilian gnolls, not bandit gnolls.
But you might still be able to sell them drugs.
There looks like there was a card game going on that's kind of just stopped. But yeah, it looks like they're just generally distrustful of outsiders. As you guys are kind of like looking around,
I'm gonna.
What was
look
the
back
music
up.
coming from?
a radio,
Yeah, okay. Is that still going?
a little bit, but it's kind of been lowered.
Where's the best place to contact someone? Apparently our ride's not here.
She points over to a spot under the stairs.
That specific spot has the best signal in town.
Under the stairs, where there looks like there's an old communications
Payphone.
terminal. It's essentially a
It's a payphone.
Space payphone.
It
We
is.
do not have enough quarters to complete this.
It is
call.
designed to contact things in orbit.
Well, it's not gonna be.
She says that if you have your own communications device, you can hook it up to that.
You've never seen anyone else new come into town?
She kind of looks at you and says, "Even if I had, I wouldn't be telling 2 ladies and their lizard dog."
Some good shit.
She says, "Not you." And kind of goes back to what she was doing. As you guys are...
Didn't even get to roll anything.
Trust me, this is one of those things where, like,
I know.
regardless of what it was, you guys would not have gotten anything.
Unless
As you
it was
guys
sleight of hand.
are talking, the door to the saloon opens again, and a man walks through, kind of like looks around real quick, sees you guys at the bar, and goes, "Hey!" And he looks over at the bartender and is like, "Janet, can I get a drink, please?" And she kind of like nods and like goes to the taps, gets him a drink, and he comes and settles up next to you guys and goes, "Oh, so you're the new people that I've heard come into town, eh?"
Wow, that news travels real fast. Holy crap.
There aren't many people for it to travel through.
I guess so.
So he looks around and goes,
bunch. They're a little on edge of. They're wary of travelers. Let's just say. My name is Cletus.
Cletus the Beatus.
I'm not taking any notes. What's wrong with me?
I'm about a year living in this town. Based off of what I can see from you and the fact that you came via drop pods, that you're not going to be hanging around that long.
Don't take this the wrong way, but hopefully not.
That's fair, that's fair. He kind of like turns and leans onto the bar and kind of like motions for you guys to like lean in close, and he goes, you know, these bunch, they're probably not gonna help you unless you can do something for them. But they also won't tell you any of their problems unless you can get their trust. So, my suggestion to you would be to go find Father John and talk to him. He's a little bit more amenable to outsiders, and I'm sure he's got some business that you could do for the town.
Speaking of which, what's the name of this town?
Farwater.
It's very far from water, I'm guessing.
Where do we find Father John?
He should be at the church right now, but you know, he'll be doing a sermon later today if you really want to talk to him, or you can go right there right away and talk to him.
Are you done your 2 drinks?
It might take him a moment.
Yes.
That was 2 sixes.
What kind of worship is done here, religion-wise?
He says mostly Vashke worship,
Vashke.
spelled with an I.
What part?
I can't spell words, Jared! Where's the I?
V-I?
Ivy. Ivashke.
Oh.
I-V... What?
I-V-A-S-H-K.
I.
I.
Ivashke.
I-V-A-S-H-K-I? Okay.
Do you need it?
Thank you.
That is one of the more common religions in the galaxy. It has a lot. You've actually heard a few things from, like, all of you have some basic knowledge of it, as it is the most common. It tends to be like be a good person, don't do this, don't do that, and generally don't be a dick, that kind of thing. It's got you've mostly heard this stuff about, like, what it means to be a soldier in the book. It's a very much, like, book on philosophy and not gods, but it uses allegories and that to tell its stories and give ideas of what is good and right. So,
I do think we need to go to the general store. I really want some sunscreen. I don't want to burn.
I would suggest going to the terminal right now.
What is the terminal?
Under the stairs.
Communications.
Oh, right, the thing, the communicate.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to because I fronted that I needed it.
Yeah.
And this gentleman, he looks a bit more.
He is human.
Okay.
He looks like a businessman who has been a few days, like, gone.
Yeah.
He's got a suit that is a little bit beraggled and kind of, it's got a few stitches loose.
It's just distressed. It's fine. It's fashion.
It looks like it used to be very clean and sharp, but has seen a few years of wear.
It's no longer weapon quality.
Yeah.
Does Cletus seem... I wrote weirdly friendly in my notes to him, like weirdly helpful, considering everyone else in this town is very tight-lipped.
Comparatively to what you've seen of this town so far, he is weirdly friendly. However, based off of what he gave you as like his story, it seems like he's just trying to help.
Yeah.
Some newcomers get along, and
Still feels weird to me.
yeah.
I'm gonna go to the terminal.
All right.
What does he do in this town
Check
exactly?
my email.
He's an accountant.
And he's what? He's counting the tumbleweeds?
Someone has to. They need to balance.
So
Those numbers need to balance.
you head to the terminal, and plug in communications.
I just need to check my email.
You get a message that comes in, and it's basically, please respond to this message once you guys are planet side.
No.
It's like, okay. You could. You're just like, okay.
The tank didn't land near us. Where did it land?
So it just says, please respond.
Yeah, please respond to this message once you guys get planet side. It's from Ulysses.
Basically, I'll send the response of planet side, no luck yet.
Need tank.
Send.
Alright. There is a few seconds, and then another message comes up, and it just says, alright, I'm gonna wire you guys some more money. Good luck in your mission. And after that message pops in, there's another couple of seconds just as you finish reading it, where all of you guys see a thing pop up, and it says plus 300 credits.
Woo!
How much is 100? Is like 100 credits a lot or not so much? It's like on a scale of to like whole.
On a scale of copper to platinum. How about this? On a scale of pennies to dollars, what is a credit?
A credit would be like $1. I'm going to put out there that on most planets, minimum wage is 15 credits.
It's pretty low.
Maybe things cost less.
Doubt it.
Well, depends on where you live too.
This is the average. There's probably a lot of unemployed people on this planet.
Yeah. So, here's another note. In order to level up, you need credits. Credits are spent when you level up.
How many credits to the experience point?
1 credit per experience point.
So you just gave us enough credits to level up?
Yeah.
Why did I even bother writing it down?
Fighter now.
So, with that, all of you can spend a moment to do that. And we will continue with this next time.
Thanks, because it is getting later.
And that is the first session, or session 0, I should say. Thanks for listening. This session's song was Critical Hit by No More Kings.